6:51, time for the morning sprint.
And we do have breaking news in Janesville this morning where 2 men are dead. Police say that they responded to reports of shots fired just before 10 o'clock last night. The 2 men were dead by the time officers got there. The bodies were found at 1105 Kellogg Avenue. That's the south end, just 4 blocks from Edison Middle School. We're working right now to gather some more information. Police do say that there are no further threats to the community right now. And we will continue to update this story at channel3000.com and on our news app.
A ceasefire between Israel and Hamas went into effect early this morning. That agreement ending a week-and-a-half-long conflict that left 12 dead in Israel and claimed the lives of at least 230 Palestinians. President Biden says the U.S. would help rearm Israel's missile defense system. He has also promised to send humanitarian aid to Gaza. Even after that ceasefire was announced, pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian protesters took to Times Square. Video from there shows police trying to keep the 2 groups of protesters separated using barricades. New York police arrested multiple protesters.
Monona Grove forging a path forward for its transgender athletes. In Wisconsin, there are 2 bills in committee that would force public school athletes to play on sports teams of their sex assigned at birth. Monona Grove has done the opposite, though, unanimously passing a resolution for transgender youth in its community, allowing them to play on the teams of their gender identity. In an executive order, the president directed federal agencies to analyze and mitigate the risk climate change poses on homeowners, consumers, businesses, and the federal government. The order directs the White House advisors to develop a strategy within 6 months.
The Bucks are starting their playoff run tomorrow afternoon against the Miami Heat. Tip-off is set for 1 o'clock, but if you head to the Milwaukee area, you could attend a watch party. Fans can gather at the Deer District to watch the big game. On the big screen, we're told masks are required and social distancing will be enforced.
Southwest Airlines will resume selling alcohol on flights next month. Sales have been on hold for the pandemic. It'll start selling alcohol on continental flights and flights to Hawaii on June 24th. Flights of more than 251 miles will have alcoholic drinks back starting July 14th. Microsoft saying goodbye to its iconic web browser. Microsoft says that it's ending support for Internet Explorer 11 next year. Explorer debuted in 1995 and was once the world's most used browser, but Microsoft says it's just too slow now, less secure, and no longer compatible for most tasks. Windows users will still have access to Microsoft Edge, the company's modern browser.
Janesville is getting ready for summer as city officials are getting ready to open the city's pools soon. Palmer Wading Pool will open June 5th and Rockport Pool will open on the 10th. COVID protocols like physical distancing and increased cleaning will be implemented at the pools. Employees at UW hospitals and clinics fighting for a union are now backed by some Democratic lawmakers. The UW Nurses Union expired in 2014. Then the UW Hospitals and Clinics Authority Board refused to negotiate a new agreement, citing Act 10. The union Voice for Quality Care at UW Health Act is meant to give nurses and employees a seat at the table to solve systemic problems that emerged even before the pandemic.
Well, here come the cicadas.
No.
After 17 years, the cicadas are just starting to emerge from the ground across the southeast. Scientists say after its birth, the insects retreat underground and eat tree and plant roots, but every 17 years, they come back above ground and shed their shells and head to the treetops to mate. The process is already beginning, and scientists are expecting billions of the light insects to emerge in the coming weeks.
Creepy little things. Yeah. Well, we are also talking about Google this morning, planning to open its first physical store. The company says the store will be called Google Store and open this summer in New York. It will employ experts to help with tech issues, broken screens, and installations. That store will also sell Google products. To the Flamingos now, Forward Madison allowing full capacity at home games this summer. Starting June 12th, that team will have nearly all seats available for you at Bree Stevens Field. Single game tickets for the season already on sale this morning. You can find them on the team's website.
And we are watching the severe thunderstorm outlook as we go through the next 3 days. We have a marginal risk for severe storms out there today and again on Sunday. Tomorrow's slight chance of showers or tomorrow's slight chance of showers or storms generally would all be non-severe. But today I'm looking for isolated pop-up storms this afternoon. A few high wind gusts and an isolated spin-up tornado cannot be ruled out. Our weather pattern continues to be ruled by what is known as the ring of fire. This is a dome of heat in the atmosphere, but your shower and thunderstorm chances really are forced to rotate around it as that ring of fire pushes towards the south and east next week. Our chances for showers and thunderstorms will be on the increase. In fact, here's future track precipitation. Watch how all of the accumulated rainfall is really on the edge of where that dome of high pressure would be, and that does mean more rain chances for us here in the Badger State into early next week. We all know that we need it. Temperature-wise today, we'll be warming up into the upper 70s to near 80. I can't rule out an isolated shower or storm this afternoon. Tomorrow, hit the lake. We're warming all the way up to 87 degrees, 85 with showers and storms arriving Sunday afternoon.
All right, Chris, thank you, and thanks for joining us. Lee Linscheid back on Monday, and I'll be back in the 608. We'll have a good weekend.